Evidencia contemporary world. Events. In 1990, Iraq invades Kuwait. Also, Nelson Mandela was released. In 1991, the creation of the World Wide Web. Also, the Operation Desert Storms. President Bush and the UN began the Operation Desert Storm on January 16, 1991. Also, the USSR collapse. The Union of Soviet Socialist Republic collapsed on December 26, 1991 by Declaration Number 142H. 1992, the Summer Olympic in Spain. 1993, the World Wide Web was officially released. Also, Bill Clinton became U.S. President. 1995, Oklahoma City bombing. The Oklahoma City bombing was a terrorism bomb attack on the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City on April 29, 1995. 1996, Olympic Park bombing. Eric Rudolph bombed a nearby park during the summer 1996 Olympic in the name of an anti-abortion and anti-gay agenda. 1997, the death of the Prince Diane of Wales, result of an injury of substance in a car accident in the Pont de l'Alme road in Paris, France. 1999, the Colombian high school massacre. It occurred shooting in April 20, 1999. 2001, the September 11 World Trade Center attack, killing about 3,000 and injuring around 6,000. This event really hurt all of America. First the Twin Towers, then the Pentagon building, and lastly crashed a plane in a field. 2002, Beltway sniper attack. The sniper killed around 10 people and injured 3. Attack took place around the Washington, D.C. area. 204, Massachusetts first state to legalize gay marriage. A lot of people disagree with Massachusetts. In my opinion, people should get married with whoever they want. 2008, Obama won president. A lot of people were pretty upset with this. I think most of them were upset because he was black. Also, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, died. A lot of people love his music and they were pretty upset when this happened. 2012, Boston Marathon bombing, killing 3 and wounding at least 176 people. Globalization is a term used to describe how trade and technology have made the world into a more connected and independent place. Globalization also captures in its scopes the economic and social change that have come about as a result. It may be pictured as a thread of an immense spider web formed over millennia, with the number of reach of these threads increasing over the time. People, money, material goods, ideas, and even diseases and devastation have traveled these slinking threads and have done in greater numbers and with greater speed than ever in the present age. Terrorism is the systematic use of violence to create general climate of fear in populations and thereby to bring about a particular political objective. A unipolar world essentially isn't a scenario where most of the world regions, economic, social, cultural aspects are influenced by a single state country. Just consider the aftermath of Second World. Countries like USA and Russia wanted to prove their mettle in influencing other nations with their political ideas, which is what led to Cold War. So if a single country wants to be in that position where it can virtually control other countries, that scenario is a unipolar world. The digital area revolves around new technologies and the internet, and it's carry out profound changes and transformation of a society that moves in a globalized world. These profound changes suppose a true revolution that we have to live, although still many people have not realized what we have over us. To conclude this presentation, I have 4 questions. Why did the globalized emerge? There are many reasons, but some of them can be because of the improved transport, making global travel easier. For example, there has been a rapid growth in air travel, enabling greater movement of people and goods across the globe. Another can be containerization. From 1970, there was a rapid adoption of the steel transportation container. This reduced the cost of intermodal transport, making trade cheaper and more efficient. Also can be the growth of multinational companies with a global presence in many different economics. Also, the growth of global media could be another reason. What caused the terrorist attacks of 20th century? I think that the top 3 causes and motivations of terrorism are 3: political, religious, socioeconomic. Talking political could be terrorism was original theorized in the context in insurgency and guerrilla warfare, a form of organized political violence by a non-state army or groups. Talking religiously, in the 1990s, several attacks carried out in the name of religion made headlines. Socioeconomic explanations of terrorism suggest that various forms of deprivation drive people to terrorism, or that they are susceptible to recruitment by organizations using terrorism tactics. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? With the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, fell one of the competitors in terms of powers and international influence against the United States, in such a way that with its falls in 1991, the United States would become not only one of the greatest economic powers in the world, but also with military, political, and media power, turning the geopolitical panorama for decades to come unipolar. How has the digital era influenced today's society? I think this question has advantages and disadvantages. For example, as we know, in 1990s, the World Wide Web was released, making easier to find more information in the internet, having the creation of portable computers. We have had creating tools that make our lives easier, but also nowadays people gets addicted to their phones. For example, they don't live anymore. They use social media, for example, to make fun of other people, to put bad things in online. And I mean, this question is really tricky, but it has its advantages and disadvantages. But it's an era that won't be gone easily. I think it's part of us now,